Now that my hula hoop has been spray painted and it has dried, I'm going to be taking a really pretty sheer kind of shiny ribbon. And I'd rather it be a little longer than too short because you can always trim a little extra off. So we're going to start with our middle piece and then we're going to work our way out. So I'm going to use a hot glue gun. Just make sure you don't burn yourself. So now that this has all been covered, I'm going to set it aside and we're going to get to preparing our flowers. All of these flowers and this ivy I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be clipping each individual stem. So we're going to take the ivy and we are going to wrap it around. I'm going to start it kind of at the center and we are going to secure it over the ribbon so you can't see any of the hot glue that I've already applied. Now I really liked this ivy for this project because I really liked the big leaves and I wanted that to be like a filler for covering a lot of the ribbon. All right, so now I'm going to take my eucalyptus and I'm going to start adding it in. So I have some floral wire that I might end up using for this project as well. So I'm going to kind of nestle this in so it just looks like it's a part of this ivy. Now we're going to go in with some white flowers and start adding them. And I may just take the base and glue them in, or I may use wire depending on the flower. And then nestling it in where I think it would work well. All right, so we're gonna keep moving along to the other side to cover up some of the ribbon and to add some more flowers and foliage. So for this step, I'm actually using wedding photos. So what I did is I accumulated all my wedding photos, turned them black and white in a photo software. I cropped them to be square and I printed them out as a contact sheet on glossy paper. So I put all of my photos that I printed in a specific order so that I can go down on the columns of ribbon. So I'm actually going to be applying with hot glue because I don't plan on moving these. All right, there you have it. My photo hula hoop display turned out pretty awesome in my opinion. I'm very excited with the finished product. I hope you feel inspired to try it yourself.
I found an unused hula hoop in the toy chest. So I picked up a few more and today we're going to put this hula hoop together. This one happened to come in 6 pieces and I had to have some extra handy hands here because this is really hard to put together. So okay, now we've got 2 hula hoops and we're going to put them together just like this. Okay, now we're going to wire it. So I've taken this paddle wire and I'm going to secure it as tight as I can at the top. Okay, now I'm just going to leave this end sticking up and then I'm going to come around and then go around the other side. And you want to pull really snug when you do this. And we're going to come back around with that tail and we're going to secure it. And just tuck your little end in. Just like that. Now we're going to turn it over and do the exact same thing to the bottom. So the beauty of these hula hoops is that they come apart. So on the third one, I undo it so that the one end is on the top, is on the outside, and the bottom is on the inside. So then I'm going to push this together, and then I'm going to secure it with a wire. Okay, now that our orb is together, we're now going to spray paint it. I'm using this Color Shot black matte paint, and we're going to spray the entire thing. I like this paint because it has really good coverage. You can see how well that's covering. So you're going to have to do part of it and then let it dry and then come back and do the rest. Now our orb is painted and I'm going to add some fairy lights. So I bought these fairy lights at Michael's, and what I love about these is that there's greenery on the wire. I bought 1 strand of lights for each hula hoop, so I bought 3 of these, and I've tied them onto a knot here, and then I'm simply going to wrap them around the hula hoop and turn it as you go. Each of these strands are 10 feet long. I had this all in one piece, but it wants to spring apart. So I'm just going to let it be. And then I'm going to keep going until I've gone all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to attach the second strand of fairy lights, so you can see that I just kind of tied that right there. Then I let that go. I'm going to try to keep this one together if I can this time. And I'm just going to wrap around again. Okay, so now it's time to place my orb. I've decided I'm going to put it in this empty bird bath that the only thing I can grow is ivy. So I have put the 3 controllers for the lights in a flower pot. And you're going to see, I'm just going to place this right in the middle, just like that. Now, I know I don't want to look at those controllers, so I've got this sweet little bird's nest, and I'm just going to place it on top so that you don't see the controllers. Now, I have planted some ivy and around the edges, or I had it there actually, and you can wrap some of this ivy up and around, and it will grow on the hula hoop eventually. Might take a little bit of time, or you can just leave it to hang over as well.
Just what I need for my latest project, hula hoops. You're going to want to take your hula hoops and take some metallic paint that's made for plastics. Get an area where you won't mind any of the overspray, which I've protected, and you're going to paint these gold. Now you're going to want to get some kind of a clear sealer. I'm using this Rust-Oleum triple thick glaze, and after you're sure that you have got your hula hoop nice and gold and no nicks, you're going to want to spray with a light coat of the glaze, and that will keep any nicks from forming in the or getting knocked in the plastic. Right here, we're going to drill a hole in each side of the gold painted hula hoops. Even though I was really careful, you can see that some of the paint scraped away. I would still paint these ahead of time and seal them ahead of time, but I will be going back over this after I get it assembled. So, time to assemble our hoops. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one hoop inside the other and try and line up my holes where I have drilled. And I'm going to go outside and push all the way through, and then I'm going to push it through the next one. So I have it through 2 hoops like so, and now I need to get it through the third one. There we go. I have it through all 3, and then before it slips back off, I'm going to put a nut on that. And when I paint these, this will get painted also. After you have screwed your hula hoops together, right there and right up there, the top and the bottom, you're going to kind of have an orb. I'm going to take a dollar store decorative cake tray and put a small hole in it. The way I'm going to put the hole in there is just with an old, very sad old glue gun. It's on high temperature, and I'm just going to put it right down. I'll turn it sideways so you can see right in the middle of there, and I won't even have to get it over very far, put it very far through there. That is probably all we need. And now I'm going to try and put this right over top of that screw. You don't need to force this so that it cracks your plate, just to hold it there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take some Gorilla Clear Grip contact adhesive. I am going to secure the plate right here to my hula hoop. In addition to gluing the plate, use that same Gorilla Clear Grip. If you like some all-purpose adhesive batter you can, and I'm going to put a generous amount wherever these hoops meet. Now I need to have this hanging, which is how it's going to eventually be. So I am working in my garage and I have just hung it from my garage door with some wire. So now I can go to work on the easy part. The construction of this was the hard part. With your glue gun on low temperature, what you're going to do is put a generous amount, and then we're going to stick a chunk of styrofoam, and that will secure it to our plastic plate. I've gotten out all of my fairy lights, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them. If you want this to be permanent, you can use hot glue, but I don't want this to be permanent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and tape these with clear floral tape right around my styrofoam on my plate. So I've placed 6 different packs of fairy lights around so that there'll be one to go up each of the pieces of hula hoop. And I'm just going to take some of this clear tape and tape them all down to my plastic plate so that nothing falls off. When they're all taped down, I'm going to start taking them and wrapping them around my hula hoop all the way up to the top. And I do want to make sure down here where the cord hasn't got any lights on it, that I'm not using that. I want to make sure that my lights start way down at the bottom. The next thing I'm going to do, now that I have my lights secure, my styrofoam here, is I'm going to make a flower arrangement that kind of flows down. If your stems are stiff enough, you will be able to take them and push them right into your styrofoam and they will hold. So I'm going to start with some flat eucalyptus greenery and add that all the way around. And then for me, a natural for this would be wisteria that hangs down. Same thing, my stems are stiff enough so I can just stick them right in, and I'm gonna let them flow right down over our whole contraption here. So I've raised this up a little bit so that you can see it a little better, and I'm just gonna continue adding my white wisteria and moving up, not all down around the bottom edge. So that's how you take hula hoops and make a beautiful chandelier, particularly gorgeous outside in your garden. Wonderful for a garden party or just for summertime.